So there's something divine about this connection that you share. Right away, what I'm getting, y'all, is that this is fated for you and this individual to cross paths. By the time November rolls around, or before, anywhere from now to November, Cancers, that in the future, the two of you will be living together. Spirit is setting you up. Spirit's not giving you a choice. It's some type of business that the two of you are going to open together or something. It could be but this is an extremely powerful person. Hello, Cancer. How are you? Welcome back to the channel. Starseed Zayed here. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and join the Soul Tribe. We have a read for you guys, okay? It is a general read, so take what resonates and leave it as behind. Cross watchers, you are welcome. This message is also timeless. I want to thank everyone for all the support. And with all that out of the way, we're going to get started. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, universe, galactic beings, ancient ancestors, elders, guide us in this read for my Cancerians. What messages do you have for us? Truly grateful for your divine guidance and celestial light. So, Cancer, we have the Five of Wands at the bottom. Okay, that's intense. Let's part of the deck can have Five of Wands, Five of Cups. There's a lot of emotions here. Oh, Cancer, can you take the heat? Oh my goodness, here we go. The Sun, Seven of Pentacles. Cancer, 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 can you take the heat? Can you take the passion? The fire, the flame, because there's some type of fire sign. And I don't know why, but when I saw the sun there, I got Leo. However, the tower is going to be underneath this sun card, so it could be a Leo or an Aries that you're about to be dealing with. And oh man, when the two of you get together, what is that for? The breaks are not going to function, I'll tell you that much. We have a double 5 here, number 55. That could be significant for someone. But the Five of Wands and Five of Cups tells me that there's a very intense, wild, and crazy connection that is about to come in. It's very intense. Fire and water. This is the Temperance. This is the alchemy of the energies, right? Because in the Temperance card, the angel is mixing fire with water. Okay, and that's the alchemization of the energy. Cancer, this King of Cups, I feel like you're very in tune with the energies, with everything that's going on right now. It's almost like nothing can get past you at this point. You're very aware. Notice how he's meditating in the ocean, but he's like one with the ocean. And his crown is made out of water. I feel like this is symbolizing this advanced intuition. Also notice the fish swimming by. It's like this energy here, basically, no stone is left unturned. Like your intuition is so on point right now that you can just sense things that are getting ready to come. And you could feel something big is coming in your life. And you are correct with that. This Knight of Wands, Sun energy, Sun or Tower energy, Leo or Aries. But for most of you, it's a Leo. So let's see what else Spirit has to say. Let's see. What do we have here? My Cancerians, 4 more shuffles. 4 more shuffles, 3 more shuffles. This is a very powerful fire sign. 2 more shuffles. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay. Sun is still going to be at the bottom. It's a Leo for most of you. For most of you, it's going to be a Leo, but let's see. The Hermit, yeah, it could be a Leo Virgo cusp. Absolutely, they could be a Leo Virgo cusp. Some of you, this could be a Cancer Leo cusp, so they could be Cancer a little bit like you. 10 of Cups. The Temperance Nordic, so they could be Leo, Aries, or Sag, but for most of you, it's a Leo. 6 of Swords. So, okay. This is fated. Yeah, right away, what I'm getting, y'all, is that this is fated for you and this individual to cross paths. By the time November rolls around, or before, anywhere from now to November, it's essentially fated. And Oh, I'm feeling such a spark in the energy. Ace of Wands and the Hangman. At the bottom, the Three of Swords. Okay. So there's something divine about this connection that you share with this fire sign, but I'm just going to say Leo for simplicity's sake. So a lot of you share a very powerful connection with this Leo. And if you look at the angel, he's mixing the moon and the sun, the energy of these two. Like you see that stream going over there to the sun, and then the sun is sending this stream over there to the moon, and it's like this merging, this symbiosis. And it's like this energy of the energies being alchemized between you and this Leo. Okay? You have the Hermit here. So this is somebody that's very mature. They have a lot of wisdom. They also have a lot of spiritual practice. This individual could be initiate. They could have initiated themselves. They could be somebody that is, yeah, I heard the Egyptian Book of the Dead, so perhaps this individual has past life in Egypt, or they were a very prominent figure in Egypt. For some of you, maybe this person was deified in Egypt, in ancient Egypt, okay? But this is an extremely powerful person. They're very powerful. This is somebody that is, it's like they're the game changer. They're the hacker in the Matrix or something. You have the Six of Swords, so what I'm saying here, Cancer, is that in the future, the two of you will be living together. You will be moving in together. You see how she has a suitcase packed with her. So I do see that the two of you will be living together at some point in the future. And there could even be a child here for some of you, a pregnancy potentially. Or, you know, if you already have kids, this individual could be stepping up to be the stepfather, stepmother, or vice versa, right? Or there may not even be children there. There could be like a pet dog or a pet cat, like that could be your child. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's definitely moving into a union. This is going to come very fast. This is very big. I feel like Jehovah has casted judgment across the land. Jehovah is calling for this stuff to occur at a certain time. You have the Knight of Pentacles here, so I feel like when you're interacting with this Leo, you're very cautious. It's almost this energy of they're chill, they're calm, cool, collected, but at the same time, there's like this power that's radiating from them. And you could be a bit weary, like, what do they really want? You could be thinking these things. This Leo, this Leo is very mysterious. Like they have a mysterious aura about them. The Hangman, Neptune. You have to be careful with this Leo Cancer because they're like a dream, but sometimes we can get stuck in our dreams. I think this Knight of Pentacles is symbolizing that it's very important for you to remain grounded in reality and not get too caught up in a fantasy or a dream, or you know, it could even be that the two of you start having sex and the sex is amazing, it's out of this world, you know. But it's very important, right, that we're still grounded in reality. You know, at the end of the day, you're a water sign, right? And water signs tie back to the subconscious, intuition, the dream realm. So it can be easier for you guys to. The good news is that you guys are a cardinal sign, but it can be easier for you guys to sort of lose yourselves in, you know, the imagination or the 5D, the dream realm, the telepathy. Like it could come easier for y'all, right? At the same time, it can also come for this Leo as well. Because Leos are the most intuitive of the fire signs from what I understood. So it's like, I feel like there will have to be a balance at some point. This hangman. The hangman can also symbolize a balancing act, right? Because the hangman is leaning upside down against a tree. And he's having to balance himself to gain that perspective. So it's like, there is a bit of a balancing act here between the two of you, like being able to meet in the middle when it comes to certain things. Because this is very charged, this is very electrical. There's some type of plasma energy here radiating. So let's see here. Let's see here. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. So initially, Cancer, you and this Leo are clashing. You're clashing, there's odds. You're at odds with each other. Can you tell me more? You're at odds with each other because this Leo, it's either you or this Leo. Somebody here saying no to the other person. No, I'm not doing it like that. We should do it like this. You guys have to meet in the middle. Somebody here has to meet in the middle. It's either this Leo or it's you or it's the both of you. But this Leo is very intense. They're applying a lot of pressure. King of Pentacles, the Chariot. So there's a lot of money here in this partnership. This is a very powerful person. This is somebody that's very powerful. You're powerful yourself. But this individual is also powerful. The two of you come together is going to be like the power couple, you know, in the community, in the town, the village, the city, you know, wherever you are established. Yep, Ten of Cups twice and the Ace of Pentacles. The two of you come together. There's nothing that you won't be able to do. But I feel like it could be this energy of control. Like if this is business, both of you want to have control, or both of you have a vision, and it's like you're clashing because you could be wanting your vision to play out, or they could be wanting their vision to play out. So meeting in the middle, that's going to be the biggest thing for the two of you. Being able to submit to each other where it benefits both parties and there's like a mutual respect. Remember what I said about there being a balance? And I wouldn't be surprised if the Justice card came out. Here's the Justice card. Okay, there has to be a balance for this to progress, for everything to really flourish, right? The two of you will have to meet in the middle. Spirit is setting you up. Spirit's not giving you a choice. You know, sometimes Jehovah is like that. Jehovah works in mysterious ways. Sometimes Jehovah doesn't give us a choice, and we have to roll with it. And it could even be there's past life karma with you and this person, that the two of you, you know, you decided this life was going to be the life. You settled that score, right? The Justice card. So here we go. The two of you are going to move in rather fast. Like when you meet this powerful Leo, it's not going to take long for the two of you to move in together, okay? And I'm definitely getting this energy that the both of you are going to be working on business or trying to come up with business endeavors. So that's what this Knight of Pentacles is. And this is where like Spirit is really advising, like, you know, take your time. Take your time with this. This Leo also needs to take their time. They need to chill. This Leo is going to be a bit too excited, a bit too much at times. This Leo's love language is touch. Like they're always going to be touching. You're wanting to touch. You're wanting to play with your hair. You know, putting their hands on your face and whatnot. You know, like the teacher said no touching, but then it's like this individual goes ahead and starts touching your feet. You know, like touching whatever, your hand or whatnot. Like just being very touching. Like why all the touching? Because Leo the lion, lions are very playful. You know, lions like to tussle and wrestle and whatnot. So that's why this individual, like, they're always going to be touching you, you know. And that doesn't even include like the nookie nookie aspect. Like this individual, they're also going to need to take a chill pill at times because they're going to be doing too much. You know, Leos can be like that. As Leos, sometimes we do way too much, and it's too much, and people get annoyed. You know, Leo's a sign that they can be good with everybody, and random people will just block them day in and day out because they can't handle the extraness, the too much energy, the positive energy all the time. You know what I'm trying to say? Like sometimes Leos can just do a lot. And so the two of you will have to work through this. And I do see it's going to be a success. I do see you're going to be able to make some type of business endeavor happen here. Some type of, this could even be like a brick and mortar or like a store in the mall, a restaurant, okay? It's some type of business that the two of you are going to open together or something. It could be a clothing brand. But yeah, there's like a lot of potential here. So you have hot air balloon, balance, uplifting, freedom, going with the flow, rise above. Look, I don't even need to read that. Look what's up there underneath the number 8. That's Leo. That's Leo. Jack and Diane, broken heart, heartbreak, interference, sorrow, grief, funk, sadness. So this energy is like, it's almost this energy of the two of you. Maybe that's why the Five of Wands and Five of Cups is there. The two of you are going to clash with each other. Worry beads, worry, fear, anxiety. The start of this connection is more rocky. So I do have to say that to you guys, that the start of this connection is a bit more rocky. You know what I heard? I heard womp womp. How annoying. You know, I heard a spirit say womp womp. Because in the end, it's like, yeah, like in the grand scheme of things, is it really that big of a deal? But this individual, they're a hard worker. They're very, they're a hard worker. I feel like you're a hard worker as well. But you both like the finer things in life. So I think what this is you're both, you come together and whatnot, and then you're trying to decide business and like what's the best plan, what's the best course of action. But you can't agree on specific things. And so you're arguing, you're fighting with each other, screaming at each other, like it could be in the business, the actual business, like there's new appliances being put in, painted, the walls being painted and whatnot, and the two of you are screaming at each other and whatnot. Okay, sometimes these relationships can be like this at the start. Hillary, open dishonor, humiliation, finding fault, punishment. Oh, Cancer, this connection is so intense. It's so intense. This is one of the most intense connections I have seen on this channel. This is so intense. There's a power dynamic. There's a power struggle. The sun and the moon. The moon and the sun. Who is the real ruler of the sky? That's what this is. The age-old zodiac question. But the real ruler of the sky is Polaris. Or the dog star. Like that's the real ruler of the sky. When we take a step back and really look at it, right? The ruler of the sky is the one that's always in the center. Always in the center, baby. And chess. So yeah, again, stuff here about a child, children for some of you. Or you already have kids, or this individual, you and this individual were in the daycare together, right? When you were a toddler, when you were just a baby. Yeah, childhood. I'm telling you, you know this. You know who this Leo is. You know this read is yours for certain because you already know who this Leo is. You guys were around each other when you were a child, or you were a toddler when you were a baby, right? So you know, you guys know who the other one is. Wheel of Karma, and it's fated. It's fated with the Wheel of Karma there. That tells me that this is fated. It's fated for you to deal with this Leo, at least for the time, for the season. Symphony, harmony. That's what this is all about. The two of you coming together in harmony and working through what you both are wanting. Team, collaborate, precise, arrangement, order, lead, follow, organization. I feel like this Leo may want to be the leader all the time, but they're going to have to fall back a little bit and let you take the lead. Likewise, maybe you're going to want to be the leader all the time, but this Leo is going to challenge that. So this is all about coming together to create successful business and new employment, new opportunities for other people in the town, village, community. The two of you going to change the world and leave your mark. Confirmation, the alarm clock just went off, toil and labor. Because we're here to work. We are here to work. That's why we're here. Right? There, we can't just be sitting around and whatnot. Like if we're able-bodied and we're of sound mind, we're here to work. That's why Jehovah brought us here, to better see the universe prosper and to build it up. So that is your read, Cancer. This extremely powerful Leo is coming into your life, and the two of you will clash. Oh, you will. You'll clash, but you'll also love each other really intensely and passionately, even if this individual doesn't want to admit it. The Ten of Pentacles. So that is your read. That's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this. I wish you the best of luck, and I wish you love.